What's up, guys? I am Caleb Giddings, aka Mr. Revolver from Taurus, USA, and we're out on the range today to do some 38 special ballistics testing. So we've got 2 loads out today that we're going to shoot into some clear ballistics gel. Those are the Federal 158 grain Train and Protect. This is a lead semi-wadcutter hollow point that is similar to the FBI load. And then we also have the Federal 120 grain punch. Now, I'm very, very curious about this round. I want to see where it hits. I want to see point of impact on my executive grade, where it hits in relation to the sights. And I also want to see if, when we fire it into the clear ballistics product, if it expands or not. Now, to do that, we have 2 guns that we're going to be using. We have my Taurus 856 executive grade. This is obviously a 3-inch 38 special. And we have my IDPA match gun, Taurus Model 82, also a 38 special. I want to see if we get expansion out of either of these barrel lengths, out of either of these loads. And I'm not even going to bother to shoot it out of a 2-inch gun if it doesn't expand out of the 3-inch gun, right? If neither of these show any expansion out of the 3-inch gun, there's no point in running them out of a 2-inch gun, right? Now, today's test is going to be fired into clear ballistics gel. And as such, before we actually get to shooting, let's talk about the limitations of that product. Clear ballistics gel is not a 1-to-1 replacement for 10% ordnance gel. It's not, okay? What it is, however, is its own standard. And that's because we have so much data of what bullets do when they're fired into the clear ballistics product now that we can say, hey, I know that this bullet does this when fired into clear ballistics. I know that this bullet does this when it's fired into ballistic gelatin, and that bullet also performs well on actual street encounters. But there's no mathematical formula that I can put in that makes clear ballistics gel and ordnance gel have a 1-to-1 correlation. That's not how it works. But what I can look at is data from other clear ballistics tests and data from this test and be able to compare those to draw some sort of conclusion. This is the 120 grain Federal Punch 38 Special through the 3-inch 856 executive grade. All right, standing back here at the back of the block, it penetrated most of the way through the block. That's about 14 inches of penetration, I would say, and it expanded. We're going to recover that bullet and have a look at it. I'm going to shoot it out of the 4-inch gun to see what happens. Federal Punch, 4-inch 38 Special Revolver. That worked really well. That actually went through 4 layers of ABU pants, expanded, and ended up at the back of the block. If that hit to the sights on that gun, I would 100% carry that round. Now let's test the 158 grain FBI load-ish. Here's the 158 grain lead semi-wadcutter. I predict this is going to expand, go all the way through this block and not expand even a little bit, and I'll never find the bullet. As I suspected from the 3-inch gun, it yeeted its way all the way through the block. Here's where it exited. Can't find the bullet. I'm going to try it from the 4-inch gun. Maybe a little bit more muzzle velocity will give it some expansion, but probably not. All right, so that was cool. Out of the 4-inch gun, it not only expanded, but it yawed and it penetrated. That's about 14 inches of penetration. So I would say, you know, out of a 4-inch gun, the load's viable. I normally don't do bare gel, but I'm going to shoot the 3-inch gun, the 856 executive grade, with this load one more time into the bare gel, just to see what happens if you had to, like, I don't know, shoot a shirtless crackhead or something. And perhaps unsurprisingly, out of the 3-inch gun, it just went right through the block into space. And the reason for that is out of the 3-inch barrel, it can't actually get up enough velocity to expand, but it gets enough velocity to go clear through the ballistics gel block. So how did the 38s do? Shockingly great. I am super happy with those results. The 120 grain punch hits to the sights on my executive grade and expanded. That's the first defensive 38 load I've seen that actually worked through an intermediate layer into a ballistic medium out of a 3-inch gun. Fantastic. Sold. In. Buy now. That's going in my gun for when I carry my 3-inch. And I was equally pleased with the performance from the 158 grain lead semi-wadcutter out of the 4-inch gun, because through that clothing barrier into the ballistic medium, it penetrated and expanded. It did exactly what it was designed to do, and it looked pretty cool when I dug the bullet out of the gel. So, which one of those rounds would I carry? Either, but depends on the platform. Obviously, out of a 4-inch gun, I'm going to go with the 158 grain lead semi-wadcutter because it hits to the sights. Now, if I had a 4-inch gun that I was carrying that had adjustable sights or an optic or something like that, I would probably set it up for the punch, because I like the idea of a jacketed round versus a bare lead round just a little bit better. But as it is, that 158 grain hits to the sights on my 4-inch gun. It expands, it penetrates, it does everything I want. Boom, carrying it. Same with the punch. Out of the 3-inch guns, especially ones that have optics or something like that on it, that is a viable carry round in our limited testing. I would carry that and be perfectly happy with it. So that's it for the 38 special video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check in at some point in the future for more videos.